Oh, hi Ellie. Can you see and hear me? Just waiting for the stream to start. It says it's starting up on my end, so let me know once you can actually hear me and see anything. It's still showing me my banner at the moment, so okay. So it says we should be live, so hopefully you can see and hear me. Just having another chilled stream while we continue to grind up the ranks in the World Tournament. I did one earlier and we were on for a good hour and a half, I think, but since I'm awake and got nothing else to do at the moment but play the World Tournament, I figured I might as well jump on stream again and hang out with any of you guys who are around. So let's see if we get anything going here. Wow, okay, so 3 crits in a row, okay. So we just started up a fresh run back on the classic villain team, just using LR Broly and Majin Vegeta to lay waste to our opponents. Let's see. So we got another nice Broly first rotation. He's not going to take much damage since it is only the preliminary still, so you can just grab that, that'll be fine. And then we can grab these with Turles. So Broly will probably just kill everyone, which is all good. That should be playing. So Broly wiping out their team as usual. Okay, let's grab the bonus points. Why not? Can we get? Oh, we get those ones as well. Yeah, you take your time to get to us, other guy. We'll just grab all of these bonus points. Let's go for him now. Finish him off and move out of the preliminaries. Still, main goal is to try and get to the top 2,500. So let's give Majin Vegeta a turn at the team destroying this time, and then Broly can always finish up if he doesn't manage it for some reason, and then we will just grab a Yema. Even with the LR stats, you take a fair bit of damage from normal attacks on the times 30 difficulty. So, well, actually not as much as I expected. I'm used to being in the, I'm used to having to make those calls in the final round when you're getting normal attacked for like 30k. So, Vegeta should hopefully take out everyone. Okay. And there we go, so we are done with the prelims and we can move on to the next phase. Let's just check all the settings on here. Well, we are now at least in the top 2,500. So now it's just a case of actually staying there. So let's see how many more wins we can plough through this evening. Try and get the... I'll just grab a rosé, friend. It's always useful to have another key support unit for getting our two main guys to super attack, since we basically just want to power up Broly or Majin Vegeta and have them clear everybody out. So let's see. Grab a support unit here. Let's go for that purple one. Might as well pick up items. DBF in the house. Hey, how's it going, man? Are you still at the World Tournament, or are you have you given up on this one? Okay, so Majin and Vegeta are going to be able to take everyone out here, and you can grab those, and you can grab those. So you should clear them out nice and easy. See, 42k. That jumped up from the preliminary to the quarterfinal by such a ridiculous amount. It's times 30 difficulty is no joke, since the LRs are going to be the highest stat people on your team. So, and then Boo is back. It went up 4,000 places in the overall, but only number 4 locally. 16,000 something overall. Damn. Yeah, it takes quite a long time. I've been I stopped the stream to have dinner and watch some stuff with the missus, and now that I am back on it, I think I've gone up about 2,500 places overall, like from when I first checked it earlier today. But like I said in the previous stream, when I first started it today, I'd been off the game for at least like 12 hours, so I'd fallen down to somewhere around 5,000. So managed to claw our way back up into the top 2,500 now. Now we've just got to try and get enough points that we can stay here until the end. I'm not too fussed about getting extra copies of the Gohan, but the 2,500 bracket gives you the extra gold guaranteed SSR summon ticket, so I want to try and get that, because that banner has Marseille on it, who I would like dupes of. I also wouldn't mind extra dupes for the AGL Bardock, maybe the Int Bardock as well, since I use him on my Super Int team from time to time. So there's definitely a few units on that banner that are worth getting, so if we can get an extra ticket, we should certainly try. Okay, so he's going to avoid us and go for that, so let us go after him. I just want the SSR tickets and the Kais. Yeah, I've got the Kais from the mission. Missions already. I can't remember if there's... I can't remember what the difference is in brackets for the picking up the Kais. This is a very bad rotation for us. This is literally the one bad rotation that this team can get, because these units don't share any key links. So let's see, if we get those out of the way, then we can... Right, okay, so we're gonna have to Ghost Usher here, and then we can grab the oranges out of the way, which will then let us change all of those green ones to blue, and then Majin Vegeta should take out everyone, because that's a full 24 key from 3, so that's definitely not bad. So fortunately the orb placement and the orb manipulation items managed to get us out of that jam, and we should take out their whole team, unless they have any particularly strong tech units, which they don't. So take everybody out there, which is pretty cool. once I get out of this round, we'll check what the difference is between the Kais in the rewards menu. Magnadra Dam just wanted to go to bed. Now you are streaming. No sleep for me. Well, I appreciate the commitment there. The part of the 500 Mortals plan, representing here for the channel. I definitely appreciate it. So, but don't let me deprive you of sleep if you have something important to do tomorrow. We're just chilling and grinding the world tournament, so it's nice to have you here. Let's check. So let's see. We top 2,500, yeah, 3 Kais, and then if we drop down into the 5,000, you still get 3, so it's not too bad. But it's all about this, the extra gold ticket, so we only get 1, and there we get 2, so that's what we want. I'm not too fussed about the Gohan. I'm going to do a showcase for him once we get the rewards on the Super Int team, because I don't have the STR Ultima Gohan, but he's not a bad unit. I did the video breaking down whether you should actually bother to grind for him in this tournament, and he's definitely good to fill a slot on Super Int or Hybrid Saiyans, depending on what you've got to work with already. He's probably not optimal though, but I'm pretty sure he has shocking speed as well, which makes him a really good link partner for the STR Gohan. So, and there's an LR Broly, excellent. So just jump into the final now, and we are getting the Dokkan Rush team, so that'll be a nice bonus stack of points at the end. Just make sure I don't forget to drink my tea. It's nothing worse than letting your tea go cold. I mean, I'm sure there are worse things, but we Brits do love our tea. I've also got a biscuit tin full right by me, so I am set for the evening. I'll probably just stream until my phone is about to die, since it doesn't charge while connected to my recording gear. So let's go for that. We definitely want to be wary of a super attack from Gogeta, because even with the boss, even with the AI teams, they definitely have a habit of taking you by surprise and supering you at the in the final round. So see if Turles can stun him if Goku Black doesn't take him out. So hopefully he can get a crit. My Goku Black is 100%, so no crit or additional, sadly. So hopefully Turles can get the stun on Gogeta, because then we don't have to worry about him going first next turn. But he didn't get the stun, and we can't Usher again, so we are just going to have to go for Broke with LR Broly. We will use a Yema and hope that Gogeta doesn't super attack. Just changed the blue orbs to red with Broly on rotation and accidentally let Golden Frieza pick them up. I'm an idiot. Oh damn, man. Well, it happens. I have misclicked and put myself in a bad situation many times in this game, so I wouldn't feel too badly about it. 29k with a Yema active. God damn it, Gogeta. So Broly will take everybody out here without too much issue. And there we go. So that is the Dokkan Rush team taken out. And we can move on. So how many are we at now? 48 wins in a row, and we are 2,466. So not sure what is going to be a safe number to get to. The usual case with the World Tournament is that even when I go to sleep for, even if it's only 5 or 6 hours, by the time I wake up I've usually dropped down at least 1,000 or 2 places. So let's see. Let's get this next run out of the way as quickly as we can. So, oh, there's a Broly with dupes, so we will definitely take that one. if I almost picked the wrong team then. So let's grab that support item, why not? So we got a Majin Vegeta to deal with over there. They're going to fight each other, so he's running extreme strength with the old school Broly and LR Frieza. Sadly, old school Broly doesn't really cut it anymore. I had a round, I think it was yesterday, where I decided to take, someone was running the old Broly as their leader, so I decided to take him just to see how much damage he would actually do nowadays, and it wasn't very much, so not particularly good. So we'll get him to take him out. Broly won't do too much damage even with the type advantage in this first, in the preliminaries. Yeah, we got, nice, you managed to make it then, Ox King. I thought you were going to be too distracted with Dragon Ball Fighters, so nice to see you in the stream. I managed to play a little bit more earlier. I had a couple of ranked games, but the reason why I settled on just farming, just grinding the World Tournament instead of playing some more is, I don't know if it's just my internet connection, but I just kept getting disconnected from the lobby, and the couple of games that I did have were really, really laggy, so figured I might as well just do this, and if I'm going to be doing this anyway, I thought I might as well stream it, because why not? See who was about and have a bit of interaction with you guys. So okay, so we've got the STR team, and we've got the friend Broly, so he can lay waste to the enemy team. Teres can grab those, and our Broly can grab those, because neither of them are going to matter, because the friend Broly is going to destroy everyone. So damn, 1.2 million on a crit. That is a lot of damage, and that is a lot of crits. So LR Broly, further proving that he's an absolute monster for the World Tournament. And then Vegeta bypassing us and going for the bonus points. Let's go for him since the other ones are too far away. Thought we could give him a taste of his own medicine and run off for the points, but they're a bit too far, so we will settle for these. Damn, the key is really not lining up well for us. Let's go with those. So there's only greens at the top. So he won't get as much key this way, but so we're probably gonna have to ghost really, just to be safe, and we'll get Majin Vegeta to just do his normal super attack and take out the Kaioken Goku. So Vegeta takes him out nice and easy. So just checking some alerts here. So we're up to 192 subs now. That's awesome. We're I mentioned in the earlier stream it was only just over a week that I put out my 100 subscriber celebration video. So the fact we're at almost 200 already is pretty crazy. So thanks to all of you for not only coming out to the stream, but for supporting the channel. And let's get back to Broly destroying all these guys with no mercy. be at 200 before the end of the week, I bet. Yeah, hopefully. I think when I first got up today, I was at 182. So at this point, even if I were to go to bed now, I've gone up by another 10 today. So it's definitely not bad. I was quite happy with how quickly I managed to get to 100. So the last week or so has been pretty awesome. Okay, so 2,257, pretty good. Excuse me, just getting a quick sip of my tea there. So quarterfinals, Goku Black Rose, you have Discord. I don't have my own Discord. I do have the program. I've only ever really used it back when I was playing Overwatch on PC with a bunch of my friends. It's something that I might look into in the future, especially now that the channel's starting to grow a bit more. I didn't want to do it at first when I only had like 20 subscribers, but I feel like it's something that's probably worth looking into, because I know it's something that a lot of the bigger guys do and have. The only problem I have is that, strangely, a lot of my main online interaction is actually when I'm at work, because I can play Dokkan quite a lot, and that's where I do most of my moderating in the help forum and things like that. Whereas when I'm off work, apart from evenings like this where I'll be streaming, I'm not really on my PC that much. So, although I guess once I look into it and get it all set up, it's not like I have to be in it all the time, but I definitely want to be able to commit to being in it quite regularly if I do set up my own channel, so, or server, whatever it's called. But yeah, I'll certainly look into it in the future. You're now not the first person to actually ask me about it, so maybe it is actually worth having a look into. So, what are we going to get? So we lose the attack bonus. To be fair, I think the best bet is probably just to Usher here as well. Because if we get super attacked by that Broly, then it's GG. So he can take out Rose, since Rose will probably survive the first super from Broly if we don't. Although we now can't super with Broly without getting his ultimate. So let's target that Goku, take him out for definite, and then everyone else should just die from the first one anyway. So grab those. So Broly taking out the Goku with his 18 key super, and then the second super attack should wipe up everybody else. And there we go, so that is the quarterfinals done. Definitely want to get... Oh, we got an Elder Kai medal. Excellent. The amount of units that I've been leveling up recently to raise the super attack of Dokkan Fest units, I'm definitely not going to say no to an extra Elder Kai medal. So we're 2 wins away from the 50 streak now. It's pretty good. I haven't played it as much as I did the previous World Tournament, but haven't lost a round this time. Last time I think I got to around 60-ish wins overall, but I'm pretty sure I messed up and lost my streak at least twice just from playing it at my desk and not really paying attention, making some stupid mistake. But let's see, let's go for the key. So who else is still grinding away? There was a guy in the previous stream who was in the top 300, which was pretty crazy. If there's any, he's probably going to go. Oh no, we get to go first, so get the jump on him. That is a lot of AGL units attacking in the front. I don't want to keep using ushers constantly because we have, I think I've got about 50 left now. I started this world tournament with around 200. Dokkan Beast 356 says, nice accent you have there. Well, thanks very much. I am in the UK, if you couldn't tell, so I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure the of all of the like bigger YouTubers that I follow, I think the Gaming Claw is the only other British one. So I've got to represent for the UK over here. So alright, let's double Yemma because I've got tons of them. I just really don't want King Piccolo to take a load of damage. So every time I come back, you make me want to do more runs. Yeah, do it. Do a run. Try and start at the same time as me, and let's see who finishes first. So yeah, Piccolo not doing a lot, but that's fine. These guys are just buying time so that Brody could super attack. Might have to go and top off this cup of tea in a minute. So Brody, the absolute machine. Majin Vegeta being the only survivor. Get a crit. Right. Did that take him out? Yeah. Yeah, normally it's only going to be LR Majin Vegeta, LR androids, and then depending how far through you are, because it seems like the enemies do get tougher depending on which round you're in. So if you're in the final, you'll potentially have Rose and Super Vegetos as well, will survive that first super attack. And then in the final, you might even find that the LRs actually survive the second one as well. At least under the Rose leader skill. If you're using Broly as your actual leader or Janemba, then they should be easily done in the two supers. So going into the final, let's grab. Do we want that Rainbow Rose? Unless one of those Brodies has dupes, let's do that. Yeah. Let's take the Rainbow Star Rose. Why not? Okay. So let's go for the support item. I never really pay attention to the time. I definitely probably wasn't paying attention to what I was doing there, but I never really pay attention to the time when I'm grinding the world tournament. It's interesting to see that it's been half an hour already. So VN doing another run now because of this stream. Yes, good man. You and Boo should both wait until I have started my next run, if you are at the point where you can do so, and then we should have a little bit of a race. I'll be probably streaming for at least another half an hour, so I'm sure if you guys are up for it, we could try and sync up and see who can finish first. So Brody gonna take care of everybody again, no concerns there. In before he doesn't kill Vegeta and we die. sure. Yeah, awesome. What I'll do then is when I finish this final, I will... Boo is down, got to finish this run, he's on the semis. Okay, yeah, so I will finish this final, and then if you guys will excuse me for 5 minutes, or, well, it won't be 5 minutes, I'll go and top off this cup of tea, and then we'll see if we can start at the same time. Obviously, anyone else who is in the stream, if you are watching, I can finish all 4 battles in less than 7 minutes. Jesus Christ, what team are you using? I guess, to be fair, racing while doing the stream is not the best idea, since I'm not paying 100% attention, but I'm definitely interested to see what team you're using for that time, because that is pretty good. So, okay, I'm done, I'll wait. Yeah, cool, so I am done now. I will go and grab myself a drink, and we will wait for Boo. He is on the semi-final, so it shouldn't take too long. So I will be right back. Right, I am back. Nice hot cup of tea in hand. So, just waiting for Boo to finish his run. Anybody else in the stream who is still working their way through a world tournament, if you haven't started a run already, then feel free to join us. We'll do a run together and see how quickly we can finish. So I will stick with the same team. Let's get up to actually picking the team. So if we get up to, if we pick our friend and then just wait on the go screen. Let's find a decent LR Broly. Is one of them 20? Oh, they're both 20. Perfect. So, DBF Boo, how close are you? Get our friend and we'll wait here to press start. I know there's a bit of a delay. I can tell from my display that it's a little bit delayed for you guys. So, hopefully if I count us down and say go, you'll see it. And then if I finish, I mean, to be fair, if VN can finish in 7 minutes, I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. But we'll certainly see how we get on. So done. Doubt I'll win with how long it takes to find a Broly, but it's fun anyway. Well, you can find your first Broly now, since we're gonna wait for if you guys get to the screen that I am waiting on now, where we've got our friend picked, and then we just need to press start, and then I will count us down, and we will hit start, and we'll see how we get on. And like I said, anyone else who is not in a run who wants to start, then feel free to join us. You don't have to do it on times 30 either if that's a little bit tough for your team to handle, but just be a bit of fun, see if we can all do a run at the same time. I agree, Broly is not easy to find now. I haven't had too much trouble in the last couple of runs. A lot of the time if I spot a Rainbow Star Rose, I'll just take them anyway, so I don't always look for a Broly since I have my own one. But okay, so Boo is ready. I'm assuming that Vien is ready as well, since he was already finished with his run before. So we'll just give it another 30 seconds and then I will count us in. Okay, Vien is ready as well. So for anybody else who is going to join us, I'm just watching the timer on the stream. You've got another 10 seconds and then I will count us in. It'll be 3, 2, 1 and then we'll go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Of course, I have noticed when I've been watching some of the other YouTubers do their races that depending on which phone or iOS you're on, you might have a slight advantage based on your loading time. But so let's see, we've got no time to plan our moves, so let's just go for it. See how quickly we can get through. So we're getting into our first fight straight away, which is good. He came straight to us. And we are starting off with Broly, who can super straight away. We are going to take a hit from a Broly, but that'll be fine. He's not going to super attack us, so should be fine. Still going to do 62k though, apparently. But to be honest, I would rather use a Senzu Bean than another Yema at this point. I have so many hundreds of them, so. Okay, so got them cleared out, and come on, loading times. Almighty Madara says, hello, I'm a new sub. Okay, hello Madara, welcome to the channel. Fan of Naruto as well as Dragon Ball, I see there. Or Naruto, I'm not really sure how you should pronounce it in English, but so he's getting all the bonus points. Let's go down and take on this guy. So, Madara, are you playing the World Tournament as well? Are you going for a high position, or are you just having fun? What are you doing on Dokkan at the moment? So, grab a Senzu, and we will turn all these orbs to blue. Zamasu Mods says, hello Ningen. Oh no, this is Zamasu, my arch enemy. I'm counteracting your Zero Mortals plan by trying to gather as many mortals as I can. So let's grab a Yema, just because Rose will probably do a decent hit to Vegeta if we don't, and then Goku Black can grab all of those. So if you just joined the stream, we're having a little bit of a race. There's a couple of guys from the Dragon Ball Help Forum that I help to moderate, which, I don't think I put it in the link for the stream, but it's on the link for most of my videos that I upload now. Yeah, we're just having a bit of a race, friendly competition. We all started a run at the same time. We're going to see who can actually finish the final first. So, Madara trying to get the Gohan. Yep, fair enough. So, obviously top 10,000 gets you one copy of him. But it's hard because it's hard to find Broly. Okay, so the finding an LR Broly friend. Yeah, one of the guys that we're doing the race with mentioned that just now, that it's getting a little bit harder to find them. Fortunately, because I have my own one, I often just grab a Rose friend, because the whole strategy for my team is just LR Broly, LR Majin Vegeta, and then everyone else on the team is just there to give key, so that they can get their supers and clear us through the rounds as quickly as we can. In the preliminaries, I like to take a friend Broly just so it's more likely that you'll have one on every rotation, since you have to do 4 fights. So, but here we go, get a perfect turn where we've got Broly at the beginning. We don't want too much ki because we don't want his Ultra Super. And then grab any orbs with these guys and let them do their work. But yeah, the Gohan is not a bad unit. We've covered it already. If you're a new sub, check out the video I put out. I think it was the day before the tournament started. Might have been the day before that. But it was just a quick analysis of the Gohan and his uses. If you have the STR Ultimate Gohan, he's a pretty good fit on the Hybrid Saiyans team. And then Super Int, he's more of a slot filler if you're missing one of the more optimal units, but he's still pretty decent. And obviously his super attack is farmable with the various Gohans. I think because of the LR Trunks events, the Hero Extermination Plan event is on every day at the moment, and you can get an SR Trunks. Also, VN's on the semis now. Okay, I don't know what the delay on that message coming through was, but we are just getting to the quarterfinals, so I have a feeling that he's gonna win. So you never did post your team, Vien. Let me know what you are running, because you are breezing through. So let's just grab another Broly. Zamasu Marcel, I would try the World Tournament, but I don't have that many Dokkan Awakened cards. I have one card that does damage against all team, that is Xeno Trunks. Should I Dokkan Awaken him even without any dupes? So yeah, when you have to Dokkan Awaken him for him to have his attack all super, and obviously because of the hourglasses in the game, you can reverse units that you awaken. So it's always worth, if you have a way to level up their super attack, like with lower rarity cards of the same name, because that Xeno Trunks, his super attack is farmable using the Tech Strike version. So you can farm him up to super attack 10. I would do that before you awaken him, but there's no point waiting for dupes to awaken him, because you might not ever get one. Whereas if you awaken him now and then you do pull a dupe in the future, you can just use one of those hourglasses to reverse him. So unfortunately he is also one of the weaker attack all units, but if you have the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he would probably do a decent amount of damage on the super physical team. The only other problem that you'll probably run into is because so many people are running LR Broly, he's going to have type disadvantage, so his attack all super is probably not going to kill the LR Broly either, but it'll do a decent amount of damage to their team. So if you only have the one attack all unit, it's still worth using him, I suppose. But the best sort of tactic at the moment, ever since he came out really, is to just put together a team of either villains or Saiyans who have good key links, and then just take an LR Broly friend, and then he will do most of the work for you. So we are now just getting on to the semi-finals, so I have a feeling that Vien is either on the final or has won already. So let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. Done. Yeah, okay. So Vien's done already, and we are just going into the semi-finals. So let me know what team you are using, because I might have to think about mixing mine up a little bit. So Zamasu definitely trying to only go with Broly friends. Yeah, it's the best, definitely the best way to do it. As you can see, I often will take one, even though I have one, just because then you're more likely to get one on every rotation. So, but I also will take for example, I'll take that Rainbow Rose. Why not? We've lost the race already, so not in any particular rush at the moment. Let's see. Let's go for 6. I'm guessing you are still mid-run, Boo, since we haven't heard from you since we started. Right, so we are engaging our opponent now. Running Janemba, LR Broly, TUR Broly. Oh damn, so you've got 2, you've managed to pull the Broly again. I really want to do that myself for my Extreme STR, because that is such a good pairing. Strength Boot, Orb Changer, and then Tech Jucko and Inchaozu. Yeah, I was thinking about just doing that, and then I could use an STR orb changing item instead of bringing Majin Vegeta and using the AGL one, but after all, I only want to have some fun on the World Tournament. Would you recommend using a friend LR Majin Vegeta? Yes and no. Realistically, if you're going to use a friend Majin Vegeta, you kind of need to change the build-up of your team a little bit, because he obviously needs 18 ki to do his super that hits all enemies. So you really need to have a lot of units on your team that either give ki with their passive or that have the shattering the limit link to give him that extra 2 ki. And then I bring the blue orb changing item as well, because sometimes, because you don't get the bonus from your leader skill, he's usually just starting off the turn with 3 ki before links, and you've got to try and get to 18 for him to actually super and kill everybody. So it's not the worst idea to grab a friend, but can you use a friend immediately after adding him? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm fairly sure that I've done that before for videos when I've needed a certain leader and I've messaged our group chat and somebody who I didn't have added me. I'm pretty sure they came up straight away. The only other thing you could do is you can, well, there's 2 ways to do it. One is less hassle than the other, but you could either start a boss rush and just pick a guest friend and then quit, and that'll obviously refresh your list, or you can pick or you can just close out of the app and then log back in, and then that should update your friends list as well. So for the World Tournament you don't need to UR Broly. Yeah, exactly. And Marseille gives him key. Yeah, because Marseille has prepared for battle, and is it Saiyan Lineage is the one that gives 1 key, doesn't it? So I didn't think about Marseille for this team because he doesn't get his passive against so many enemies, but I suppose that doesn't really matter. And then having the Chaozu and the Jacko is a good thing, because it's basically like 3 Ghost Ushers, and since we have used quite a few Ghost Ushers so far, that's probably not the worst idea. So maybe we will change it up a bit for this next run. Rubix says, hey Rubix, how's it going? If you are new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content. Are you grinding the World Tournament yourself at the moment, or are you just chilling? Let me know. Let's grab the purple capsule, why not? And then go up here and engage the enemy. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, you can see here with the rotation of Majin Vegeta and these 2 that both give ki, he still needs 3 just to do his main super attack. If we put him in the middle, they don't actually have any ki links. He's literally just getting the 6 ki from their passives. But fortunately, we have got a good orb placement, so we can actually get his ultra super. And then Rose and Goku Black don't really need any specific ki. Very worried about Majin Vegeta surviving and then killing us, so let's just do that. So still haven't heard from Boo. I'm assuming you are still mid-run as well. We are about to finish up, so we got pretty badly beaten by VN. Oh, there we go. So Boo just commented done, so we literally finished last. I'm gonna try and make excuses and blame a little bit of that on the fact that I was also focusing on the stream chat. That is gonna be my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. So let's change up the team a little bit and try out the Jacko and Chaozu strategy. See if we can get the rounds completed quicker. So we want to take an LR Brody friend. So there's one there. Is there one with dupes? No. So grab this guy. And then we want to change our team. So let's go for type, super, Tekken int. Although actually, yeah, we need to actually take the units out, don't we? So we will take out. Yeah, we can't do it from there. Okay, so. Oh my god. I'm all over the place pressing the wrong buttons at the moment, apparently. So we will take out Majin Vegeta, just because he's definitely going to suffer from not getting a lot of ki. And we will take out the King Piccolo, since he is not a Saiyan, so he only helps Broly with his passive and not with his links. And then we will throw in the Jacko and the Chaozu. Where is he? There he is. So let's give this a try and see how this goes. It was a perfect run up until the finals. Couldn't find a Broly and my rotations were crap. LR Goku took up 2 turns of my attacks. And you still managed to finish before us, I think. I mean, I know there's some delay in the stream, so I'm not entirely sure how that works, but so we'll keep the ghosts just in case, and let's grab the red. So it's all blue keys for it's to red. So let's try this and see if this is a bit faster for us. Yeah, it saves time and you don't get attacked. Plus you get to save your ushers, which the problem with this strategy of just nuking the enemy, well, it's not really nuking since that is actually a thing in the game, but of just wiping out the team with LR Broly, my build was using a lot of units who themselves are quite weak, who are just there to give ki, and so if they have to take hits, they take a hell of a lot of damage. So we were using quite a lot of ghost ushers, whereas of course this first rotation we're apparently getting both Brolys and Turles, so we are not going to get a free stun, but we're only going to have to take a hit from Bulma, which is going to just tickle us a little bit, so that's fine. So let's go grab all those, and Broly can get those. So this is an interesting. No, it's a super tech team with the TN. It's not bad. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any mono tech teams since I started doing this world tournament, so that's an interesting choice. But obviously, depending on what units you've got, if you don't have attack all units or anything like that, you kind of got to go with the best mono team that you have. So. But Broly takes them out nice and easy. What's the time actually? Let's see how long this is going to take us. So, jump straight into the battle with this guy. Unfortunately, we've got Tien and Chaozu on this rotation, which is not ideal. So, we want to try and target the guys on the next rotation, so we can get them out of the way. Because that's the other problem, is that then none of these guys link with the guys on this rotation, so that's irritating. But at least this means next turn we get a Broly with 2 key supports, and we didn't have to use a ghost. So Dokkan Beast asks, do I play the JP version? I do have an account on the JP version. It is strictly free to play, so it is nowhere near as good as my global account. But I have been pretty lucky, so I have a pretty optimal fusions team and a pretty optimal Super Saiyan 3 category team. And my super tech is okay. So I mainly just focus on global for my channel, but when new events come out, like the new boss events, I will put up a quick video. I did one for the new Vegeta Blue and the new Rose events when they came out, so I haven't covered a breakdown of all the year 3 stuff because I haven't really seen a lot of it myself. I don't follow it as much because I do only play the JP one a little bit on the side. It's mainly for when my global account doesn't have any stamina and I don't want to use a stone. But it is also good because I use it, like a lot of people, I use it to know what is ahead and what's going to be coming for global, so I can decide what to spend my stones on. Of course, recently that hasn't really worked because the order of the leaders that have come out has been all over the place, and we haven't had Super Saiyan 3 Broly yet, who I quite want. Since I have the LR Black and Zamasu, I want to run the Extreme Tech team properly. But so yeah, this is a pretty good example of the Broly turn going the way we want it. So grab those. Yeah, I've obviously seen a lot about the TN, and I keep saying TN, the Chaozu and Jacko strategies posted before, but I never bothered to do it because the team I was running didn't need them. But now that I think about it, it didn't need them because I was using loads of items. So I guess doing it this way is a little bit easier since we don't have to use quite so many items. Okay, so moving on to the quarterfinals. So, who else in here has also been playing Dragon Ball FighterZ? I know a couple of the guys from the forum have. I haven't played it a huge amount. I've got about 10% through the story. Oh wow, Super 17 friend, you don't see them that often. I'm definitely going to sort out having some FighterZ content on the channel. I just have to get my setup sorted because the setup that I use to record Dokkan doesn't work properly with recording from my Xbox, so I have to use a different program, and I haven't worked out all the kinks. For some reason it doesn't like my microphone. So the one that I'm using now through OBS works perfectly with OBS, but then when I use the actual Elgato recording software, it just gives off this horrible screeching feedback noise, and I can't work out why. And so, since I want to try and do those videos with a bit of commentary, it becomes a little bit difficult when my microphone doesn't work properly. So let's drop these down, and then we should be able to use the item here to then just super attack with Broly. So how many does he need? So that's 5, which is 10, which is enough, so that's fine. So everybody's stunned thanks to Jacko, and then Broly can take everybody out. So that works out nicely for us. So yeah, I guess as long as you don't get hit with a bad rotation, this strategy is actually a lot more worthwhile since you don't have to use any Ghost Ushers. I don't really use them that much nowadays anyway, for like Dokkan events and things like that, because I normally take things like the Android 8, Whis, Princess Snake, things like that, items that actually do more than one thing for you at a time, because you get more value out of it that way. So, but it's definitely good to not have to use them where we don't have to. So it finishes up the quarterfinal. We're getting close to breaking the top 2,000, so that is good. Definitely want to do that before I go to sleep, since we're probably going to drop out of the top 2,500 by the time I wake up tomorrow. So let's keep going here. So we're going to have enough stamina to do one full run after this as well. And then, as much as I do want to finish in that top 2,500, I don't want to spend tons of stones. So I might stop after that next run. Okay, so we can get some key. And then, let's see. Go for the 5 and see where he goes. So he's trying to run away. Let's go down here and get some more key, and then go for the engagement. Oh, there you go. He came towards us, so let's get stuck in. Okay, so didn't get the stun, but we've only got to take a hit from the Gotenks who we have type advantage over, so that should be fine. Although saying that, I mentioned in the stream before I got super attacked by a physical Goku Black against LR Broly for 150k yesterday, so I am going to use a Yama just to make sure that doesn't happen. So I didn't need to, but better safe than sorry when we got a 50 win streak on the go. So I have got a the AI running away is so annoying. Yes, it really is. I've had, I think it was the last World Tournament, I had a really close one where they just kept running away and I just about managed to catch them on the last turn. Because, frustratingly, in the preliminaries, if you don't finish everybody off, as long as you're first or second, you still advance. But in the rounds after that, if the time runs out and you don't beat the opponent, you lose, and you lose your win streak. Because that happened to me a couple of tournaments ago when the guy ran away. Since when do you play Dokkan Global? Total days now, I think I know I'm over 510 because I got the random SR Goten that they give you for 510 days a couple of weeks ago. I think I'm around 530, maybe 540 days. So nowhere near the LR Goku. So I think to be fair, Global hasn't been active for 1,000 days yet. So obviously nobody has him on Global yet, but. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a consecutive login for the same amount of days because I broke my old phone quite a long time ago, and by the time I got it fixed and got my account back, it was when Super Vegeta and the physical Broly came out. So I think my consecutive days is at 400 and something at the moment, but fortunately, you don't really get anything good for the consecutive rewards anyway. The same rewards repeat over and over again after 3 or 4 or 5 days, something like that. So you're not really missing anything if you do break your consecutive streak. I saw somebody complaining about it in the forum the other day because they hadn't logged in all day and then they missed because of the emergency maintenance before the tournament started. So that made them lose their consecutive bonus and they were really annoyed. And it's like, I kind of get it if you want the number to be really high just for the sake of it being really high, but you really don't get anything out of it. So Broly is going to take everyone out here and they are all stunned thanks to Jacko, so this is definitely a good strategy. I think we might have to stick with this team for now because we are not having to use any items, whereas all the runs I've done with the previous team, we were using a Ghost or a Yama pretty much every single fight, unless we were actually able to attack first before they did anything. So maintenance keeps ruining my consecutive, but I don't really care about consecutive. Yeah, exactly. It's not really, you don't really get anything out of it. Fortunately for me, the maintenance times where I am is normally at around, unless they do it at the reset, which is midnight for me. Normally the maintenances which come before new banners and stuff is at about 6 o'clock in the morning. So because the reset is at midnight for me, I pretty much just log in at midnight, get the daily rewards and then close it if I'm doing something else. Or if I'm at work, I'll do all the daily missions like the turtle shells and the Hercule statues and stuff like that, and then just log off. So I'm quite fortunate that the maintenance is never really on at a time that will screw me over. Plus I do play the game a hell of a lot, so even if the maintenance does come out at surprise, I've probably been on the game at some point during the day anyway. So, and I know I'll be on the game again the next day once the maintenance is over. So fortunately never been in that position. Only happened to me, like I said, because I broke my old phone. But so he broke into the top 2,000 and we're actually over 100 places in, so that is pretty good. So we either got more points than I was expecting, or it's a lot closer at the top maybe. I think the fact we probably completed it faster because of the Chaozu Jocko strategy. So, but here we go. We are starting to see that lack of LR Brody friends. There we go. So off we go. My phone is getting fairly low now, and this is, as I say, this is the last run we can do on the stamina that I have, and I don't really want to use another stone today. So been streaming for just over an hour now, so once we have completed this full run and with the final, I will probably call it a day. I recorded a summon video earlier on the LR Trunks banner that I will be putting up tomorrow. No spoilers, but as I'm sure you can expect from that banner if you've seen the list of featured units, we pulled a lot of Trunks, but did we pull the right Trunks? You will have to tune in tomorrow and find out. So Goku is coming in. I haven't seen a Goku lead in this whole tournament, I don't think, actually. So they're just running a weird super strength team that also has the Android Orb Changer. So I guess they're just trying to do the friend Broly nuke. It's a weird one. No, just started a run with the wrong oh no. Magnadra, no. Why would you do this? Well, I have done it before. I was talking about it, I think the very first stream I did when the tournament first started. I have what I refer to as my training team, which is just basically a bunch of super units that are not fully leveled with a Vegeta blue lead, and I use them to do missions like the daily orb events for the hidden potential orbs, and things like if I'm farming like for example currently the Vegeta story event where you can farm the second stage to get the pudding to buy the stuff from the barbershop. I'll just do that with my training team, since the Vegeta Blues will just take out the boss really easily, and then they all get a bit of experience for free, and I can get those units that I'm not going to necessarily use right away leveled up to full. And then, but yeah, so I accidentally went into a times 30 with them, and exactly as Vien is just saying there, as long as you find a Broly friend, you will probably have to use quite a few items, but you should then be able to make your way through. It was definitely tough, but using a lot of items, and we managed to get through. It was definitely worth expending a bunch of extra items rather than getting killed. So yeah, Ushers, Yemmers, Whis, Icarus, that sort of thing, just so you don't take a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, that training team that I say was running had Vegeta Blue on it, and he is good in his own right anyway. So, but just grab an LR Broly friend, take some orb changing items, because obviously he wasn't getting any key from the leader skill, but so it was a little bit tougher, so I had to use quite I think the items that I took was a Senzu Bean, Yemma, Usher, and then the red orb changing item, and I managed to get through without too much difficulty. So Draco here stunning everybody so we can take them all out. This team only has the TUR version of the Broly, but I really want to pull LR Broly again so I can have the TUR one, because I actually really like the art. That's the thing, we only ever see Broly in his legendary form, like for the versions of him that you're actually going to run, and as cool as the design is for the legendary form, I think that artwork on his TUR version is awesome. So really want to pull him so I can run them as a rotation on Janemba's team. SSJ4 Gogeta tried ruining my day by supering me, but your boy AGL Golden Frieza wasn't having any of that. Yes, you definitely need a dedicated tanking unit to be able to survive supers in the times 30 difficulty. Like I say, I got 150k'd by a unit I had type advantage over, and my team only had 151k health. So fortunately, after he attacked Broly, Broly killed everybody, but I only survived by 1000 HP against a unit that I had type advantage over, so that was pretty crazy. so we'll go into the quarterfinals now. Let's try and find us another Broly. I guess that is another indication that it's a pretty good time to stop, that it's becoming a little bit harder to find Brolys to take with us. So okay, so we don't have a Broly on the first rotation, but we will stun everyone, so all we need to do is try and kill everyone on the second rotation that's going to come up on their team, and then we should be free and clear to super attack with Broly, because we have 2 Brolys and Rose, so they're only going to need 4 key to super. Let's see, what team do you have, Mr. LR Android Leader? If you haven't seen it already, I put up a video, it was either yesterday or the day before. I put my win streak on the line by taking on a times 30 run with a team. Let's do that. With a team that was fully made of LRs with the LR Androids leader, so they had no stat boosts as part of their team build, and it was certainly interesting. Let's just say that. Don't really want to speak any spoilers, but let's just say that LR Goku actually put in a surprising amount of work in that run. So Vien Vong, I will stop as well. Good night, DBF fam. Good night, Vien. Take it easy. We're going to finish this one run and then we're going to head off. So wow, I'm surprised that Jacko actually survived that attack from Turles. That's outrageous. But the team layout's lined up nicely. We don't have to worry about taking a super or anything, or taking any attacks before Broly attacks. So he is going to clean those guys up for us nice and easy. Keep forgetting about my tea. Some people might call me a monster, but I actually quite like cold tea, so it's not a huge issue for me. This is where I lose all of my English subscribers in disgust. Nice, just got a strength, got a dupe for my strength Godku. Oh nice, I haven't actually pulled him ever, or the AGL one. And I literally only have the free to play physical one, strangely. I really need more strength orbs. I managed to get enough copies of the STR Vegeta that just came out to rainbow him. And obviously we've got LR Vegeta Blue coming up, so I need a lot of strength orbs. So I think even if I pulled the strength Godku right now, he would not get any, not really get any attention. So, because yeah, I didn't actually put out a showcase video of that Vegeta on any particular team. The version that I used when I was doing I did a brief showcase on the state of Super STR on Global at the moment and how good it is, but at the time of making that video, that Vegeta didn't really have any of his hidden potential work done. He didn't even have the free crit, so it wasn't really a good showing for what he can do. And then I did a challenge where I did a couple of Dokkan events with a Vegeta family team using him as the leader, because he has an all super types lead. But because he only gives 40%, he obviously wasn't doing as much damage on that team as he would do on one of the better teams. So I'm going to save showcasing him for when I rainbow him, and then I'll show him off on the Super STR team. So that could be a while, since they haven't given out any free STR orbs recently. And now that the event is over where the orb missions are on every day, it means I can only do that mission once every week. But hopefully be able to get some more soon. I really want to rainbow him like real bad. It's the only time I'd ever been tempted to actually buy the hidden potential orbs packs from the Pilaf's Trove, but I still can't bring myself to do it because it's just such a rip-off for the amount you get. Like, seriously, if you've ever considered it, do not buy those. Like, the one time that they were actually of any worth was when we had the UI Goku banner for Christmas, and they added the 10 Christmas tickets to every purchase, because then you were guaranteed 2 SSRs every time you purchased one of those packs. which actually made them worth it when you weigh up the cost of Dragon Stones and the fact that just summoning with the Dragon Stones obviously didn't give you GSSR. So I bought 2 or maybe 3 of them. I didn't have the money to buy all of them, but I mean I would have if I had had the money, because they were such good value. Plus I never pulled UI Goku, so every time I bought one of them and used the tickets, it was another chance to get him. So going into the finals now, battery is super low, so that's pretty good timing. Should be able to finish off the final here just in time to end the stream. Boo needs to get his last 3 Kais from the missions, and he'll SA10 his Int Vegeta Blue. Awesome. I don't know if you have been, I know you said you were going back through the videos on my channel. I did a showcase. My Int Blue Vegeta is at 100%, so I did a showcase for him on my Super Int team, and yeah, the guy's an absolute beast. He hits like a truck, and he even got a couple of cheeky level 5 dodges go off in that video, so he really was showing off in the little showcase that I did for him. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. He's an awesome unit. Vegeta's one of my favourite characters anyway, so considering that the STR one was so good, I knew I had to try and get as many copies of him as I could, because if it ends up being like the Super Kaioken Goku banner, that has never come back. So if you are on the fence about whether to summon on that Vegeta banner, I would absolutely say go for it. He's the hardest hitting TUR in the game. He's just great. He's so good. Like Super STR for Super Battle Road is going to be so good now, because we're going to have him and we're going to have LR Vegeta Blue. So that team is going to be awesome. So everybody's stunned thanks to Jacko, and now Broly will murder everyone just as planned. So let's see where we finish up for today, since that is the last of our stamina. KO. So there we go, champion, 52 wins in a row. We are at a total of 46 million points, which puts us at 1,894th. So not bad. Oh hey, Omnitoast is in the stream. How's it going, man? I haven't spoken to you for a while. How are you doing? Just having a bit of a chill stream. You come in right at the end, I'm afraid. We were just finishing up a run, and we are at that sweet spot where I have no stamina and 2% battery on my phone, so we are winding down. Even Strength Pycon might be good for Super Battle Road. That is very true. Strength Pycon is a really good unit, because not only does he lower attack, but he has prepared for battle. He's also farmable from the Strike Pycon. I think I got 3 dupes of him, because I was trying to go for dupes of Goku. I think I only got 1 Goku dupe and 3 Pycons, and then I just got 1 Freezer and 1 Cell, which is a shame, because it took me a while to realise just how good that Angel Freezer is. So when we get the Tournament of Power storyline, we're going to be able to farm his super attack, and he's actually a unit that I feel is pretty slept on. He's actually pretty good, so I'm going to farm up his super attack. That's another thing I have on the old videos on my phone, on my channel. I made a full Freezer race team, and that Angel Freezer is actually a really good unit on that team, so that is pretty good. So winding down now, my phone is very much about to die soon, so I am going to sign off now. Ray Rayner, have you had that glitch that turns the screen black? I had it happen like 10 times. I have seen screenshots of it, it hasn't happened to me. If you haven't tried that yet, I know that fully closing down the app and even restarting your phone can fix it. I've seen it happening a couple more times recently. Maybe they messed up something when they did the most recent maintenance. I'm not really sure, because I have seen more screenshots of it happening recently than I have in the last like few months or so. So, Omnito's just chilling. Okay, so how are you? Are you still grinding the World Tournament, or have you not done much on it? I see you've been playing a fair bit of fighters. Now that I'm out of stamina and phone battery, I think I might go back to that. Unfortunately, like I was saying before, I don't have my stuff set up so I can actually stream from the recording from my Xbox, so I might just do a little bit of offline and get some more of that story mode done. So they should fix the glitch and we should be compensated some gems. Well, that would be nice, but I'm not sure. And the thing is, it wasn't affecting everyone, and that recent issue that they had where the LR Androids missions weren't completing properly, we got an update in the news today, and that basically said that only people who'd actually been affected by the glitch were going to get anything, and they actually had to apply to get the compensation themselves. So I can't imagine that we are going to get anything for it, unfortunately. Got 10 stamina, so I can start up this prelim, but I'm pretty sure my phone is just going to die now. So, oh, we got a bonus team on this one as well. Well, let me disconnect my. Let's disconnect the phone and show it on charge. Yeah. Since I don't mind chilling out for another minute or so while this winds down. Let's check the old channel stats again while we're here. I'm at 20,000 points, only need 25,000 and the 30,000 to get those Elder Kais, and I'm giving up because I have no more gems. I'm assuming you mean million. I'm pretty sure those points, those mission points are in the millions, but I lose track of the digits sometimes myself, so I'm not 100% sure. I just finished the 31 a little bit earlier today, so... Well, we're up to 195 subs, so that is pretty good. Well, I think we were at 192 when we started the stream. So we've had a couple of new faces pop in and say hello, which has been cool. Right. So yeah, that is going to be it for the stream, guys. I'm going to take a break now. It is... pretty much 5 AM where I am, but I usually work nights, so I'm up fairly late as it is, hence the stream. I figured if I was going to be sat up grinding the World Tournament anyway, I might as well switch the stream on and have a bit of interaction with you guys. Had a little bit of a race with some of the guys from the forum earlier, but we got destroyed. The one guy finished while we were just finishing the quarterfinals, so we were pretty far behind. Haha, I wish I could have made it earlier, but hey, I tried. Hey, it's cool, man. It's all good to see you in here, so it's always nice to see somebody that you actually followed yourself in the coming to your channel, because you were one of the channels that I was watching before I actually bothered to start mine, so I guess thanks to you as well, because it was seeing all you guys and watching your content that inspired me to actually start doing it myself, since I do love playing Dokkan, so it's just nice to see you in the stream. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys, for this stream. This has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 500 subs, so hashtag 500 Mortals Plan, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.